Okay, I've got my guitar all mostly clean and strings off, the old strings off. And I'm going to go ahead and just use the felt bag from Crown Royal, which is not a drink that I ever partake in, but played a club in Cincinnati, I believe it was, that had a whole bunch of these sitting around. They're just trying to get rid of them. And a crew member for one of the bands we were with said, hey, grab those. They're really great for polishing things, especially guitars. Anything with a shiny surface. And discovered he was right. And try to keep track of them. I think I had more than one, and seems like this is the last one that I know of. But who knows, maybe I've got another one hiding in my tool bag or something somewhere. Got all kinds of stuff hidden in storage these days. Sure, I'll have to change that soon. But, you know, sometimes it's nice to get a little break after you spent, you know, close to a year of your life on the road. Alright. Let's say that's pretty good. It's as clean as it's going to get now. Now time to get the string lube in place. It's got a little applicator sponge in the top. Essentially you just dab it on. Might actually be more than I need, but I have actually tried using this on the strings themselves. I guess some people find that makes the strings, I don't know, somehow easier to play. I'm not really sure how. Maybe just less wear and tear on the fingertips. Me, I prefer my strings squeaky clean. I mean, even brand new strings have a weird coating on them, so one of the first things I do is rub alcohol on them. It's the same kind of procedure I do every single day before I play, just to make sure that the strings are as fresh as possible. They sound good and they feel good that way. So, nice, fresh, clean alcohol kind of feel to them rather than any hint of slipperiness. So, I'm going to just put a little extra down on there. It's been really humid around here lately. I'm just going to make sure this is actually getting down in there. There we go. See some oil on there now. Okay. I actually bought a couple of different types of sets. The Super Slinky here, that's pretty much what I use for a standard tuning. That's the only time I use those gauge of strings. So that would be the Rammstein guitar that's got the Floyd Rose tremolo on it. I use that to mess around with music from Joe Satriani and that sort of thing. So normal gauge strings, 9 to 42 for that. Use 9s to 46, which is a hybrid slinky, for any tuning that's below standard, but not quite as low as, say, dropping all the way down to C sharp, let's say. Which is what the band I played for used primarily for the tuning. I hope that's not too loud. It's interesting packaging it comes in now. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to, because the top of the guitar has these little metal grommets. It can be a little tricky to get the strings to find their way into the hole. Once again, Seamus here finds this irresistible. I don't know how relaxing that's going to be to watch, but I'll try to keep him out of the way. Looks like Toonces has also decided to join us. Hey. I've gotten a little bit in the habit of doing the Caesar Milan thing at my cats. I don't know if it works quite as well as it does for a dog. Making the little psh, hey sound, but anyway. As you can see, this is kind of one of the more tedious parts. That's why I try to put all 6 strings on at the same time. Oops. It's important to keep the cats from getting too excited about these strings, though, because they're ridiculously thin as you go lower down. So, matter of fact, I found that maybe the easiest thing to do, since I can't seem to get him to stop picking at it, we're going to go ahead and attach these. So, hey. Can't tell you how glad I am to have these string lock tuners. It's pretty awesome to just thread the string through and then just screw it down. Not have to worry about not have to worry about winding it around and having, you know, extra slack of string that basically is just another opportunity for your strings to go out of tune. It takes a lot longer to get new strings broken in because of the extra length that has to be wrapped around. So having these locking tuners is quite nice. Okay. Excuse me. Silly cat. Swear. Seamus here actually plays fetch, and or at least the game now is more like chase. But he does actually, if I throw a toy, he'll run after it. So two strings to go. Sorry if this is taking so long. I've been much faster at this than tonight, but and the last one. Who would have thought this was going to take nearly half an hour? Silly cat. I don't know how I actually ever get new strings put on with him around. But he's a good cat. He's just excessively playful. Aren't you? Aren't you, buddy? Just everything's a game. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and pop a little tiny bit more lube on this end. And a little on the other end. Let's see how quickly we can get a tune-up. Of course, as you put more and more strings, put tension on more and more of them, then that pulls the neck backward. And that essentially pulls all the strings out of tune. So we're going to go ahead and maybe make a part 3.